Welcome back to commercial. Welcome back to the R.D.C. show. I got a couple topics we're going to talk about here. I got a couple clippings from our local newspaper. I won't even mention them right now, but there was this part here that really pissed me off a little bit here. It says that government profit on AIG bailout rises. It says that our government basically profited $12 billion for the government after U.S. taxpayers spent $182 billion. Shouldn't that profit go back to us? Well, how does the government profiting off of something that we paid for,
every
dude?
Taxpayer should have got a check.
That shit pisses me off. What the fuck is that shit?
Because they were the ones that allowed the companies to do
But still, we pay for it.
That's true. And don't we pay for just about everything that gets
They need to lower them income taxes even more, man. All that shit. State, city, we shouldn't even need to pay that shit, dude. Other states are doing it.
Well, like Christopher said many times, they have enough money from the taxes
exactly
to fix this country.
So what the fuck is going on?
They just keep taking more and wasting it.
I've been trying to get a little local for you, Chris. I want to hear from you.
You see they're getting another bailout going
this week, man.
You guys see that?
Yeah.
Unlimited printing.
You guys, do you guys know who chose the chairman of the Federal Reserve? Who picks the chairman of the Federal Reserve?
President.
No. Who picks the chairman of the Federal Reserve? Who picked the last one?
Is this here?
Who picks the chairman of the Federal Reserve?
Oh, you're gonna have to tell me because I really couldn't.
Yeah.
You know?
Vice President.
The President.
The President of EIG and the President of Goldman Sachs.
No.
Well, God damn.
The two very
picks who? The Vice President?
No.
Picks the President. The Federal Reserve.
The Federal Reserve. Oh gosh, you got Ben Bernanke. Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah, and he's the one saying we got to have another bailout.
He sounds like Bernie. He sounds like Weekend at Bernie's.
Unlimited printing, as they say.
Unlimited printing.
Sure. All you gotta do is just make more.
Don't you think that's a scam to make gold worth more?
Well, God, it's what, almost like $1,900 now an ounce?
Yeah.
Is it?
They're saying it's going to be up to almost $3,000 by the time they print more money.
That's
the dollar's going to be worth less. That's all scam. Who's got all the gold? The rich. I already got the gold.
They've already got it.
They're in bed together in one big giant circle.
The cash is going to get cheap. They're going to take the cash over, and then they're going to make that shit expensive again.
Well, sort of what you're talking about there, Derek, as far as, why does that happen? And my only answer to you is that the amount of money that they put into political campaigns. I mean, Americans don't understand what exactly the Citizens United ruling in the Supreme Court really truly meant. I don't think other Americans intended on having foreign companies, foreign countries pouring money into the United States through these fucking companies to affect our election.
Yeah.
So we have people in other countries now. I mean, is that what you wanted? Did you want people in China and other countries like that?
That's what's happening.
Deciding our elections? Is that what you wanted, America?
Not only do we owe China over $1 trillion of our debt, I don't think they realize how much land is owned by foreign countries in this country. How much land? We're talking millions of acres of American soil that don't belong to Americans anymore because they got sold to foreign countries.
Well, not to keep bringing up fracking, but in that Gasland video, they show how when Cheney was president, he opened up all that more natural land that we were holding, and it was the Halliburton Loop, and foreign companies bought it, now own it, and they're over there fracking on it, polluting.
Yeah, we're doing it in national parks. Yeah, we've never done it before.
Yeah. But and the guy in the video said it was land that we the people owned, and Cheney gave it to these gas companies for nothing. So
for exploration.
For nothing.
For exploration.
Because everything's done for nothing.
Corporations run this country.
Yeah.
It's a plutocracy. It's run by and for the richest, the wealthiest people.
And it's being seen more this.
Why do you think they want a rich man in the White House?
Yeah,
somebody who likes money and likes to keep it in his friend's pockets.
Yeah, and don't forget how the Republicans are trying to steal another election.
Well,
I hate to say it, but they did it twice with George. We understand how that all works. George stole it. George stole it the first time.
Yeah.
They stole it the second time for George by shenanigans. Please, only an ignorant person would believe it never happened.
Look,
and now what they're doing in Pennsylvania, in Florida, and a lot of the key states with the voter ID stuff is another way to fucking scam an election.
If we didn't have just regular popular vote, all that shit wouldn't be happening.
Well, there's
because people can change shit around and say, "Oh, you got more delegates here and more." That's just fucking stupid. Man.
The idea that
a
candidate would win by a majority vote of the people.
You just have to win certain states.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
a fucking novel idea.
Think about that, people. Isn't there something wrong? All you gotta do is win a few states, and you basically win the presidency.
Yeah, that is
the other states don't matter.
And it
it
happens to be the states with the largest amount of big cities and population.
And then you get a couple of the other ones,
and the rest of you guys are pretty much screwed because they don't really care about your vote.
They don't give a fuck.
They don't talk about you. They always talk about
that
California,
shit is fucked up.
Florida, New York.
And we're going to vote early again because we're fucking stupid and all our shit's not going to even fucking count.
I think that's ridiculous. I really have a problem with that. We discussed that before. Why is it that we can vote for the President of the United States in one day, but we can't choose who the what do you want to call it, nominee for the party? Yeah, the primary. Why can't we do that in one day? All states in one day.
Right. Oh, one day.
Instead of having like what you normally have, if you're one of the states that's lower on the list gets widowed down to like 2 or 3 choices. The person that you might want to vote for isn't even on the ticket anymore because they already got put out.
Yeah.
Why not give everybody the same opportunity that gets on the ticket? Why not give every...
Voting already takes time out of your day. It should all be done once.
I think that voting day should be a national holiday. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
I believe it should be a national holiday.
3 days afterwards or so.
For real. Just like either the 3rd of November, 4th of November, whatever it is, and the one in
first
August.
Tuesday after the first Monday.
They'll do it on the first Monday if it's going to be a national holiday. That way they have their 3-day weekend.
It's the first Tuesday of the first month after the first Monday of November.
It should be voting day. It should be a national holiday.
There's no reason.
Be encouraged.
There's no reason that voting couldn't be done on a Sunday night. They try to
suppress vote.
There's no reason voting couldn't be done on a Sunday night too. Make it a day, put it on a Sunday night, whatever, and everybody votes. But they always make it during the day,
during the week,
and they make it hard
until
for
like
people
7 though, 7, 8. They're open late.
But still, when you're a single parent, you get out of work.
Most people can't do it between 7
and 5. Then you gotta go feed your kid, and then by the time you get out of there, they make it hard. They could make it a lot easier. Definitely.
Just elbow.
It could be a 24-hour thing. Voting could be a 24-hour thing.
How are we going to get the people to work at the polls for 24 hours? Because they got to volunteer and stuff.
They're volunteering and shit.
Well, there's a way to create jobs for at least a little bit. Pay them.
I say if
the government, if Obama
tax breaks to work at the polls, that's what I'd say.
That or pay them. Look, if
that much off your taxes.
If Romney and Obama are estimated to spend
a number of hours, you get this off your taxes.
Look, if these
don't bribe them, but
if they're estimated to spend $14 billion trashing each other, some of that money could go to paying people part-time to work at the polls.
Really, because it's at least up to $600 million right now. Just on freaking ads.
I seen this morning. They estimate by the time it's done, they're going to spend $14 billion.
The debates. The debates they have. They say that the fucking other parties have to hit 15% of the. They have to be polling at 15% in order to get on the debates. Well, if they can never get on the debates and debate with the other 2 parties on the stage, how the fuck are they ever going to hit 15%?
Oh, yeah.
Because they don't have enough exposure.
Well,
In one of those debates, you get more exposure than you do all the fucking time you go on campaign all around
we talked about that early in one of our shows, too. We said even the little man needs a shot.
But
people don't even know. They're trying to Google
presidential candidates, and there was over president, dude. There's like fucking 400 and shit. It's like a lot of people.
But you know what I hear a lot on these talk shows, like the conservative talk shows? All of them. They all say, well, if these are the only 2 choices we got, and I'm going with Romney. Yeah. Okay. But they're not the only 2 choices that you have.
They're not the only 2 choices.
There's more than those 2 idiots.
Me. Put my name in. I don't give a fuck.
Put your name in.
Yeah, put your name in. Just everybody put their name in.
You got the right to write a name in.
Yeah.
I kind of agree with what you said. Is vote for the other 2 parties. Just to snub the main two parties. That's
don't even vote for them, man.
Well, no, I mean just give them a vote, man.
Yeah, consider
a dog a bone. Yeah. Hey, I don't care if it's the Libertarians or the Green Party that makes it onto that 15% that breaks the ceiling, because they'll drag the others with them.
Chris.
You know what I mean? So one of those parties needs to succeed and actually get a substantial amount of votes. That's going to break up the deadlock that we got now. And what we need to vote for all our senators and House of Representatives and the president and everything all in one fucking election. That way they all have 4-year span before the next election. So we don't have this midterm shit where the president gets 2 years with his Congress and his House. And then he's got on the other side.
That's why you don't get only about like 40% of people show up at the fucking city.
I'm sorry.
You know?
Exactly.
Even though it's like 97% is what it all comes out to. It's like, what the fuck? How does voting never make sense to me, man?
Who do you think?
Because it never comes up to 100%. I think Obama's gonna win, and I'm not gonna vote for either one of them, but.
I'm hoping common sense.
I think it doesn't matter.
I mean, when you look and listen to Romney, I mean, for God's sake, would you buy a used car from the guy without at least having a mechanic look it over
used
first?
Carsman.
I mean, really?
He does.
Ask him a yes or no question and see what the hell you get.
Yeah.
You don't get a yes or no answer.
Instead of answering that question, I would like to ask a question myself, and that is, what would you see as a reality given both instances? What do you think would happen to America if Mitt Romney wins? What do you think America is going to be like?
Towards if he doesn't?
What do you think if he wins? What do you think if Obama wins?
I think it'd be about the same.
No.
You'd say there wouldn't be much difference?
I do.
No, there's going to be a lot of difference.
Yeah.
If Romney wins, for one thing, he's already telling you.
It's about the same.
He's putting the tax burden on us, the middle poor class.
Yeah, he's coming.
Yeah,
I think Obama's gonna do the same fucking thing.
No, Obama does not tax us, dude. He taxes.
He doesn't
rich.
have to run, or he don't have to say anything, dude. It's just is gonna happen.
He's already telling you. He's been telling you 2 years. He wants to tax.
Mitt Romney is telling us what's gonna happen, but we're gonna vote for the other guy. But it's gonna happen anyway. Watch.
No, Obama will not tax us more. He's already.
Who's to say?
He wants
business
to
runs everything, dude.
Yeah, but dude, they already tell you.
Tax cuts run out at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Who runs tax?
They're waiting right now to see how the election goes.
The government doesn't run tax.
They're taking that 6-month little break.
Business runs tax.
They're not going to decide anything anymore until whoever wins.
But if you look at their plans, Obama's plan, everyone knows and everyone can attest, has been talked about for months that they hate it because he wants to tax the rich. But what he doesn't do is raise percentage on the poor. If you look, I can show you the stat. I have it on that video I showed you I made today.
Yeah.
I showed you the tax. On the bottom 6%, he increases their taxes 0.8. On the top rich, he drops theirs 6.8. Meaning that he takes the rich and gives them less tax and takes people that make between $25,000 and $50,000 and adds $3,000 to $4,000 more to your tax bill to pay for what he's given to the rich people.
Yeah.
That is not a denial. That is not a denial. That is what Romney's plan is to do.
Well, and Romney came out the other day and they were asking about it, and he's sitting there going, "Well, you know, it's like I'm not gonna be raising taxes."
Well,
it's the same thing.
What I'm going to do, what he's going to do with the top percent. He said was like. He's not going to, he's not going to increase their taxes.
But he's going to increase
what he's going to do is reduce the amount of deductions they can make.
Right.
But he's going to do it in such a way that they wind up with still the same freaking amount of money.
Because it's more.
Because they're not going to lose
more at a
anything.
time.
But see, he did
doing
the
that
same.
yakka around.
But he did the same thing. When he took office, he raised the taxes on the hard middle class people.
Oh my God!
And gave the companies and corporations that put him in office a tax break.
And you know,
why do you have law when there's always a loophole?
You know what you're going to lose.
Why have law?
You know what you're going to lose. The Ryan plan. Check out the Ryan plan. Romney's plan was the Ryan plan. The Ryan plan is now the Romney plan. If you get that one, figure out what they're going to do with the medical, Medicare, Medicaid. You ladies are sitting on the short end of the stick.
Well,
so your freedoms and your liberties, such as they are, do you want them to be at least about the same, or would you like to see them be far less than what they are now?
That's right. Well,
losing with Mitt.
On those deep thoughts, we're going to end this topic.
Peace.
Peace.